Kia ora, I'm Erin J. Doyle. Welcome to my channel. So, quick confession, it is currently 7 PM on Tuesday. My video is meant to go up at 9 PM. I've literally only just sat down to do anything about that. I've been so preoccupied with other very uninteresting things you don't want to hear about. So if this seems in any way rushed, it is. Right, so given the state of affairs, a tag video seems in order. So I'm doing the, hang on, neighbour walking past like a bastard. I'm going to be doing the WIP tag. I will leave a link in the description to the creator's original video as well as a list of the questions. So let us get on with it. Question 1. What is the working title of your current work in progress? Doesn't really have one. I did have a title, it was called Hey, but I realised that I basically had two super unrelated ideas that I had kind of jammed together, and it was very much a part 1, part 2 type of situation, and I could make a really clear cut between the two elements. And so I've divided it into, eventually there would be two actually completely unrelated books. One will be called Hey, and the other one, which is my Camino story, I don't know. I have been wrestling with potential titles for ages. I don't have anything at the moment. It's just the Camino story, which, to be honest, is a potential title, I guess. Question 2. Where did the idea for your book come from? The Camino story, as well as the eventual Hey, are basically based on a series of events that happened in my life, and it was just like, this happened, this happened, this happened. It was just like, oh my god, this is so much stuff. This is a book worth of stuff. Turns out it was 2. So that's basically where the idea came from, is a whole lot of like, holy shit, what is going on in my life stuff happened all in one big hit. And for the Camino story, I've basically taken the experience of walking the Camino and a little bit of the holy shit, what the hell's going on with my life stuff, and put it in there. Most of it though will end up in Hey, I think. I'm going to go with that as the answer. Question 3. What is the genre of your work in progress? My Camino story is just general fiction. I mean, it's very loosely inspired by events from my life, like it's not going to be high fantasy. So yeah, general fic. Question 4. Choose the actors for your movie rendition. Pass. Honestly, I don't think about my books being made into movies, and I don't pay attention to who actors actually are, what their names are, so I couldn't answer the question even if I tried to think about it. Number 5. A 1-sentence synopsis of your book. It is the story of one woman's journey walking across Spain and the people that she meets along the way. Number 6. Will your book be self-published or represented by an agency? I think it could potentially be something that some of the smaller independent publishers in New Zealand would be interested in. You are able to submit to them without an agent, so I figure might as well give that a go. But if a New Zealand publishing house isn't interested in it, I don't know how easy it would be to sell it internationally, because the main character's a New Zealander and it has a bit of New Zealand slang and that kind of thing. So if I try and go internationally, I'll have to do like an international rewrite to get rid of some of those little references, I think. At which point I possibly will just go and self-publish it so I can get on with the next project. Question 7. How long did it take you to write the first draft of your manuscript? This one's hard to answer because the first draft was a blog that I was running for a couple of years, and when I decided to turn it into a novel, I had to edit it down, but I also hadn't actually finished the story. So I guess I'm gonna say 3 years. but for the first 2 years-ish, I think, I wasn't really writing it as a novel. I was deliberately, you know, drip feeding it out into the universe, so that will have added time. Maybe it was 4 years, but anyway. My neighbours are getting movementy, so we have to wrap things up quickly. Number 8. What other books would you compare the story to? I haven't read them, but my critique partners have compared it to Wild and Into the Wild. I imagine it probably does fall easily into those categories. I have seen the movie of Into the Wild. Yeah, I would say it's probably a close comparison, at least based on the movie adaptation. Number 9. Who or what inspired you to write the book? How is this different from question 2? I walked across Spain. Some things happened and I thought, well, there's a story in that. There you go. And finally, number 10. What else about your book might pique the reader's interest? My Camino story is, whilst potentially maybe a little bit description heavy, is meant to be. It's meant to not just show where the character goes, but to show you what the Camino is, what it's like to be on it, and to show the Camino as a separate, almost like an entity in of itself that changes day to day. If you are interested in travel, if you have itchy feet, this book is going to inspire you to get on a plane and maybe go for a really long walk. Those are the questions. Like I said, if you're interested, I will leave a link in the description to the creator's original video as well as a list of the questions themselves. And now I have to run and edit this so we can upload it, hopefully on time. If you've enjoyed this video, do give it a like, and if you're new around here, maybe consider hitting subscribe and ringing that bell so you can stay up to date, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Hopefully a little bit more organised next time. Just saying.